Welcome to Surplus Sale, the best deals around. Here's the team. I'm Jared Nygren. I'm the founder. To your right, you'll see Mark Nygren. He is the advisor. He's a business management professor here at BYU Idaho, focusing on entrepreneurship. He also is my father and has been a great advisor to Surplus Sale. The value proposition: we fix and resell old products. We offer a large variety at lower costs and conveniently sell them online. Timeline. So we started ideating for this idea at the beginning of the semester in April 20th, which led to the validation stage where we began to do minimal viable product tests to see if this is something that could produce high enough gross margins to deem worthy of a business pursuing. And then you can see here in June and July, then we had our first and second sale, and that was part of some of our MVP tests. And then later you'll see some of our projected growth later in October and November, which we're hoping to double revenue. So our first MVP test was I took my mom and dad's old iPhones and I bought them from them to see if I could resell them. It was a success, and I was able to reach close to my goals of the gross profit margin of 30%, which I'll go into more later. The key channels that I want to sell and distribute my products through are online platforms such as Rexburg, online yard sale from Facebook, Craigslist, and the second area is local stores, and maybe just finding a shelf that I'll be able to sell the products there. And then third option is a company website that I'm looking at developing to sell my products on there. So the profit formula. So my goal is to have a 30% gross margin. And if we look over to the right, you can see our actual results. June and July are the actual data, and August and September is the forecast. So in June, you can see there in the, I'll bring my mouse over here in the gray, this is the revenue, and here is the gross profit, and then here's the gross margin percentage. And so we took a little bit of a dip here in July, but are moving into the forecast in the future here in August. I took the average of these two gross margin percentages of 18% and the average of the revenue to come up with a gross margin value of $19.80, and then moving forward, I believe I can take that up another notch to 26. So looking forward to that. So next steps, develop a series of tests to see if I can really pull through what this business model that I've put out there, to see if it's actually worth my time. So test one is I can sell at least 50% of my products at a 30% gross margin, and I tried to make these as quantifiable as possible to do really a pass-fail test. And then here we have I can find enough products to buy and resell in only 3 hours a week. So I want to see if that's really possible. And the third test, I can sell at least one product a week. And the fourth test, online platforms will sell 80% of my products. Now, obviously, if these tests don't pass, I will then pivot, or I will decide that it's not worth my time. So, thank you. Thanks for listening to Surplus Sale.